Greetings, my name is Cadlett, and I will be providing the following persuasive speech. How would you feel if you had to pay for your work supplies out of pocket? Things such as pens, pencils, copy paper, highlighters, staples, stapler. Would you think this is fair? Our school teachers are still having to currently pay for their classroom supplies out of pocket. How is this fair to them? I personally have witnessed the hard work and dedication it takes to supply an entire classroom. My mother has now been an elementary educator for the past 10 years, showing the sacrifice it takes to assure that each student will have the necessary materials to last them throughout the academic school year. This issue is important because all children deserve the best education possible with the help of their school teachers. Over the course of my speech, I will be discussing the following: why school teachers should not have to pay for their classroom supplies out of pocket, steps that can be done to help change it, and then lastly, how my solution can not only be beneficial for our teachers, but for our students as well. When you walk into a classroom, what would you expect to see? Decorations, art supplies, cleaning supplies, Kleenexes, markers, and etc. To provide most of those supplies, teachers are paying for those out of pocket. According to NeedToday.com, public school educators on average spend $459 every year for supplies. According to U.S. News and World Report, on average, an elementary school teacher makes as low as $46,000, and a middle school teacher on average makes $62,000. Here's a picture showing across the United States how school teachers are having to pay for their supplies out of pocket. The darkest color shows the highest, the lightest color shows the least. The highest right now is California at $664. Lowest is North Dakota, $327. And here in the state of North Carolina, $400 per year. Consequences of this problem can be: one, this takes away from teachers being able to provide for their personal families, and then also teachers may not be able to afford it, leading students to suffer due to lack of materials. According to The Guardian, teachers are leaving the classroom and going straight to the boardroom to fight to raise teacher pay and to provide the necessary supplies for students. How are our teachers affected? Teachers are, for one, underpaid. Two, having to choose between supplying their personal homes and their classrooms. And then lastly, this also creates a financial strain and unnecessary stress on our educators. We can simply fix this problem by expanding the school budgets. Expanding the school budget gives the teacher the opportunity to not have to pay for classroom supplies out of pocket. This also creates more resources and materials, lowers the teacher-to-student ratios, and provides teachers with more stability within their careers. Furthermore, this also helps with less strain on our teachers, give the teachers the support they need from their schools, and then lastly, each child is now able to have the necessary materials to last throughout the academic year. Expanding school budgets is never easy. According to Public School Review, expanding the school budget does not always solve the issue. Some may say parents can even pitch in with helping with classroom supplies. According to American Progress, three positive outcomes can be increasing students' academic success, reducing stress on educators, and also helps create a better learning environment. According to American Progress, students in high poverty communities will continue to have less access to core academic services. Teachers can become more overwhelmed, and classrooms can be more overcrowded due to teacher turnover rates. According to Time magazine, the loss of control of their classrooms combined with the direct hit of their pockets was too much for teachers to bear. Teachers are already overwhelmed and overworked. With the help of expanded school budget, this can take away some of the workload for our teachers. Teachers do not make enough to sustain their needs for their classroom and personal expenses. We have now heard how much it takes for a teacher to spend on classroom supplies, a solution to fixing the problem, and also how the solution can not only be beneficial for our teachers, but for our students as well. An action that we can all partake in is going to the local district school board meetings, expressing to the chairman how vital it is increasing school budgets. Receiving more funding for public schools can allow the schools to create a budget incorporating classroom supplies, so therefore teachers are not having to pay for them out of pocket. This can allow the teachers to feel more secure in their jobs and have children eager to learn with the necessary materials provided. That concludes my persuasive speech. Thank you for listening.